Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Happy birthday. We are on the first day of Pisces season. So happy birthday to you. Let me know in the comments, how do you celebrate? Is it one day thing? Is it a week thing? Do you go the whole month? What's the deal for you? So thank you so much for excuse me. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. If you are brand new, happy birthday. And thank you for clicking here and giving this a shot. If you've never been here before, welcome to Ten of Cups Tarot. We'd like to be in the comments. We are turning into a bit of a community here. I'd like to be in the comments as well. So thank you so much for doing that if that's how you're comfortable expressing yourself. If you're not comfortable expressing yourself in the comments, maybe you just want to give a silent thumbs up if you would like to see more of this programming, or if you would like to see this community grow. Thank you for doing that. All right, we do have new deck alert. We are looking at the Cosmic Insight Oracle. And I've been kind of smack talking this deck all week, Pisces, because I'm pulling up these cards and they're a little bit dramatic sometimes. And I'm like, nah, that's not what's going on. Yeah, and then the tarot proves that it's true. So I'm starting to get acquainted with this deck and it's surprising me. Let's take a look here, find out what's going on for you, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It's always going to be for the week ahead, my friend. Always, always. No matter if you find it today or a year from now, it's always going to be for the week ahead. Look, we've been pulling the Guardian. The last reading I did was the reading for Cancer. And it is, the Guardian is somebody who is a lost loved one. So I'm not predicting anybody's going to pass away. It's already someone who's in the next realm. And I feel like there is a guardian watching over you. It says a lost loved one watches over you. So there could be somebody who you have lost. It's probably fairly recently, like I would say last year. I don't think it's, well, like it could be longer than that, but I'm getting the feeling that maybe it's someone who's recently passed, that this person is your guardian. I feel like they're guarding you. Tell me more about Pisces, please. We have patience. It says, just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. Well, I'm really glad this didn't come up in the Taurus reading. Taurus is done with the patience, right? So they're supposed to be the most patient in the zodiac. So I want to say this is for you. And it's saying here to be patient, that something that you wanted, something that you have been manifesting is very close. It says just a few more months. Few is 3. So we're looking at March, April, May. So something is coming in the spring for you, for some of you. And we'll talk more about that, find out what it is. Let's get one more card here for you, Pisces. It's not been too dramatic so far, right? So far, so good. Watch, now that I've said that. Earth sign. Okay. So for some of you, you could have Earth in the chart, or you could be dealing with someone who's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe that's the person you're supposed to be patient about, because look, Earth signs move slow. Look, I'm a Taurus sun. I know. You might have Taurus energy, and if you do, you know. You know if you know, right? We've got communicate, compromise, forgive, and work it out. Look, somebody is coming forward here. Pisces, somebody who could be an Earth sign, doesn't have to be, but somebody who could be an Earth sign that is ready to have a conversation with you. I think you've been patient. I think you just need to be patient for a few more months. I think it's going to happen probably in the spring, early spring in May. Let's find out what's going on here. The Divine Goddess Oracle. Let's find out what's going on here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Pisces, this reading is for the week ahead, and that is the last 3 days of February and going into the first couple of days of March. And can you believe it's March already? And we're going to pull a card also for the second week of March. So putting in the work, we've got abundance. And we have pay attention. Okay, very interesting. So I think you're supposed to pay attention to signs, I'm going to say. It says, look out for signs from the divine, acknowledge red flags. So I think you're supposed to be looking out for signs that this person is coming toward you. And I don't know what kind of signs those are. They could be synchronicities. We have abundance. It says an inflow of money, love, or rewards. Okay, so somebody is coming close to you here. It could be money, some sort of reward, but it also could be love. Putting in the work. Action helps achieve goals, building the path for success. So I think that you're supposed to be putting the work in on yourself. So if you've been waiting for somebody who is an Earth sign to come to you, I feel like you're supposed to be working on yourself and your abundance while paying attention to all the signs. That's what it feels like here. It says, letting go of old items, create a new sacred space for yourself. All right. So in preparation for this person coming, I think you're supposed to clear out the old to make room for the new energies. All right. So if you are interested in a private read, Pisces, I do have a sale on until the end of the month. And well, not the end of the month, but the 25th, the next 5 days. It is 10% off of all of my services over at Wizio. Look below this video and click on more. You will find a link, and you will also below that, you will find a code for your 10% off of any of my services until the 25th of February. All right, one last card, and then we'll pull some tarot for you, my friend. All right, that's the one. We've got perseverance. I think that you've been doing that because you've been patient. You've been patiently waiting for this earth sign possibly. It says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So putting in the work, abundance, and paying attention is the perseverance part. Just keeping a track of yourself, your abundance, and putting in the hard work on you and whatever it is that you want. We have doubt. It says, I release the need to know all the answers. And that's the key to getting your manifestation. Yeah. Just turning your back on the situation. You don't have to keep asking for it. You just got to ask for it once and carry on your way and just act as though you already have it. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean that if you are waiting on a person and you wish to be in a loving relationship, a close, solid relationship with them, that maybe the next time you go shopping for linens for your bed, that maybe you're like, oh, what would my person like? Well, maybe I'll just sort of make my bedroom a place, a little bit of a sanctuary. And maybe I know what this person likes, and maybe I'll put a little piece of them in there and a little piece of me in there. Like, that's how you act as though you already have it. You're acting as though this person is already in your life. All right. Let's take a look at some tarot. Tell me about Pisces, please, for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter on this water sign day. Tell me about Pisces. My water tribe, I am a Pisces moon. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces. We do have the King of Wands. Somebody's about to take inspired action. This king does not do anything without passion. This king also gets what they want always. This person will never give up. The only thing standing between this king and what they want is certain death. They'd rather die than save face and say they didn't get what they wanted. I feel like there's a new beginning coming here. For some of you, it's a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. For some of you, it's an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do have Aries here as well as the Fool. There is some sort of a new cycle that's going to be opening, or a new chapter. And somebody is inspired to step forward for this new chapter here. We have the Lovers. What? Pisces, your readings have been kind of off the chain lately. They've been very clear about someone coming in to get you here. And so I feel like you've been very patient, but I think you'll have to be patient just a little bit longer. We do have the Lovers. Now, that's a choice, right? It's Gemini energy, but it is a choice. It's like this person is choosing you. What are you going to do when someone chooses you? We have the Nine of Pentacles. This king, whether they are an earth king or a fire king, this person is single. They are abundant. This person is very confident that you're going to say yes. They have a lot of confidence. This person is someone who's a snazzy dresser. They look really good, but the king does, right? The king is very attractive, and a lot of people are attracted to them. They're just beautiful. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, usually they're very aesthetically pleasing, right? They're very attractive people. And usually if it comes up in the sun or the rising, that's usually where you're going to see it most. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Look, I feel like whoever it is that you are sneaking up on, or whoever it is sneaking up on you, take it as it resonates, I feel like that person's not expecting it. So we do have an earth sign here. We do have an earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. In fact, these are all earth energies, right? I want to say that maybe you are the one who I think is the Queen of Pentacles, I want to say. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who is looking inwardly. So when the Queen of Pentacles is in the upright, they're the person who's emulating the Empress. They're always doting, loving, taking care of the home, taking care of children, being motherly, fatherly. This person is this person who's giving away everything. And sometimes they are an overgiver. I want to say that when the Queen is in the reverse for me, it's because the Queen is now keeping it for myself. I've given too much away. I'm now keeping it for myself. I'm inward now, checking on my checks and balances, making sure I have enough money, making sure I have enough abundance. So making sure that I'm well, right? So I feel like somebody here is so focused on themselves, on their world, doing what they want, and I think it's you, that you don't really even notice that somebody is kind of sneaking up behind you here. It feels like it's somebody who is a king, for sure. Whether it's feminine or masculine king, it feels like somebody who is very confident that you're going to have this new start with them. And what they want to do is invest in some sort of a partnership here. The Lovers is someone who's been sent for you. And so it is your most perfect match. And I feel like this king has decided that you are the most perfect match. This king is single and is coming in to get you. That's what it feels like. We do have the Four of Pentacles. This person has never let go of your energy. They can't let go of you. It does also feel like this person is not really good with explaining their feelings. They're not very vulnerable. They're very kind of shut off and shut down. We do have the Justice card. And we have the Ace of Wands. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? With the king sitting right there. So I feel like this king is single. I feel like this king gets very excited when they think about you, that they're excited to have a new, beautiful, passionate beginning with you, and they're pretty confident that you're going to say yes. I feel like this person's coming in to give you the truth, the absolute truth about how they feel about you. Now, the thing is I don't see any cups here, and that's the truth. I see passion. So I see fire, and we all know that fire has the ability to fizzle out pretty quick. So somebody's coming in with the truth that they want to have a new path and passion with you. Let's see if any cups come up here. Tell me why the Queen is in the reverse here. Tell me about the Queen. I don't think you're noticing it here, but I think that there is, you're at the crossroads here. We've got the Three and the Three of Wands as well. It feels like you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for this person, right? It does say you've had patience, that you've been waiting. For some of you, it's an earth sign. For some of you, it's a fire sign. All right. We do have the Knight of Wands. Now, I just put back in the deck because they fell out. There's three of them. I saw the Five of Pentacles. So I want to say that maybe there's been a disconnect here, that maybe we haven't really spoken in a while. I think that you are maybe planning a trip. Like with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe it's like you're pulling in all of your resources because you might decide that you're going on a trip, right? She's got the globe in her hand. We've got two wands here. She's holding the Ace of Wands in her hand, which is the Ace of Wands that's here. And so I feel like you're about to embark on some sort of an adventure or a trip. Maybe you've decided to travel. Maybe you're going to travel somewhere across the world. But it feels like that's the reason that you've gone inward, because you're planning something. You're planning something exciting. You're planning something that you're going to do with your summer possibly. And then we have the Three of Wands. Now look, she's on the boat. So it feels like you've been waiting for somebody to travel with you. That's what it feels like, that this person, this king or this earth sign or this fire sign might be somebody who wants to travel with you. But we do have 3 and 2 is 5, and 5 of Wands is sort of an internal battle. But it's also kind of dragging your heels, a little bit of indecision. It's like you're trying to pull all of your resources because you feel like this Fool for you is probably a new chapter of maybe you're going to travel this year. Maybe you're going to do stuff that you've never done before, but you're going to do it by yourself, right? It feels like you're planning on doing it by yourself, but the 3 of Wands is here. And I think that all the while, as you're planning, you're hoping that somebody is going to come forward. And I think that they do. I think somebody's charging in. Now, because this is the Knight of Wands, it could be that I'm talking about the king, right? That the king might be charging in, wants to speak with you. But we do have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 wands. This person, this king, whether they are earth or fire, I think this person wants to have victory with you in some sort of a new beginning. So I'm going to say that take your time, and the Queen would, because she's an earth sign, take your time in planning whatever you're planning, because it feels like within the next few months that there is somebody coming in and you might have a partner to travel with, wherever it is that you decide to go, within your own country or overseas or whatever. It feels like somebody here is about to make some sort of an investment in you. Something's about to change. Look, when the Ace of Pentacles shows up, Pisces, it's going to change your life. It's a total, complete, different change of the way you've seen anything. It changes your life because when you plant this pentacle, it's abundance, right? Go look that word up in the dictionary. Abundance is a lot of things. It's love, it's family, it's home, it's money. It can be anything that you want to be. And in this case, I feel somebody wants to invest in love with you. Oh yeah. I was going to put down one card for the second week of March. I'm going to do that right now. I almost forgot. Tell us about the second week of March. Let's get a card down. We do have the moment of alchemy, temperance, where the one moment in time where everything is going to be perfect. It's coming up in the future. Could be in the future. This could be talking about this moment in May, right? You are going to get balance. Something is going to be healed. But I think the thing that we need to know mostly is it is the moment of alchemy. And it is the one time when everything will be perfect. It's like when a woman gets pregnant, right? Some people have a hard time doing that because their bodies won't sync, right? And the one moment of alchemy is the only one moment where you can get pregnant. And so that's what this is. It's like the one moment in time where everything is going to go off without a hitch. Everything is going to come together. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles, please. Ace of Pentacles brings the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords, and we have the Empress in reverse. Interesting. So we do have the Ten of Swords. So it feels like that there was an ending here. So whether it's an ending with one of these people or with somebody completely different, I feel like there was an ending. And so because there is an ending, there has to be a beginning. So I don't know what this ending is about, but it was painful. It was awful. It was horrible. And you felt defeated. You felt that somebody had betrayed you. And I feel like you're ready for some sort of new beginning. So you have cut away or stopped or ended something back there. And then we have the Four of Swords. And if you can see, she's got the one sword in the hand and she has three on the bed. So it does feel like it was heartbreaking. It feels like you didn't get to say everything that you wanted to say, but I do feel that you decided to be quiet and just heal the self. And then we have the Empress in the reverse. And so I feel like you are not feeling like this is a very abundant time right now. So when the Empress is in the reverse, it's because she is, I always say, like, same thing with the Emperor, that when the Empress is in reverse, one of the queens is at a whack, right? And so we can see here that the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse. So it makes sense that the Empress does come up in reverse. It makes me feel like you're not feeling the most abundant, that you're still trying to heal the self, that you're still trying to heal your abundance. You're trying to pool your resources. It feels like whatever ended here also affected you financially, affected your abundance, and maybe also affected the way you felt about yourself. I feel like you're ready to plant a new pentacle because I feel like you need to grow something into abundance because you're not feeling that abundant right now. Tell me about the Lovers, please. Tell me about the Lovers. Queen of Swords, Tower. Somebody's speaking up here. Somebody is terrified. Even though their knees are shaking, they're going to speak up. So it's somebody that's coming in that is speaking up. They're liberating themselves, and it's going to be a shakedown. It feels like there is a tower that's coming up probably within the next 3 months, the next few months. And it could be for the week ahead. For some of you, it could be the week ahead. But it does feel like there is some sort of shocking information that is going to startle you. It's something that I feel that you have been worried about. And the tower comes to break through that worry because someone comes in with the Ace of Swords. The Queen, somebody is liberating themselves. And they're coming towards you to tell you something. What do they want to tell you? They want to tell you that it has been dark and lonely without you. That they wanted to see if you really, they wanted to know if what they felt was in the moon energy, which is, when we see the moon energy, it's like things aren't actually as they seem, that they're different underneath the surface. And sometimes when the moon comes out, sometimes a small rabbit can cast a big shadow and it looks like a monster, but that's not really how it is. It feels like somebody wants to tell you how it actually is, because it feels like you might be in the reverse with the Empress energy. If you are the Empress, maybe they are, but take it as it resonates, that you might be in the reverse because you can't see what's coming. And then we have the Devil energy here. It feels like somebody felt that too afraid to come forward, that They felt afraid because they didn't know what you would say. They didn't know what you would do. They didn't realize that you were waiting and worrying. But I feel like the Tower is here to bust through all of that. This person, I feel, is going to tell you all the deep, dark secrets, all the reasons why they had not come forward sooner. So this is the second week of March. Let's find out what's going on here in this moment of alchemy here. We have reciprocity. After a very long while, this soulmate is coming in. So we do have someone that you have nostalgia with, whether it's a best friend or someone in the family you haven't seen in a while, but it could be a love interest. Take it as it resonates. There is a 6 of Cups here after a long period of wait. You've been patient, which is what it says here, patience. You've been patient. Somebody is coming in to give you reciprocity. I feel like it happens in the second week of March. All right. We might be looking at the Emperor. What the Emperor doesn't know is that the Empress is in reverse. I'm just saying she's not really feeling it, but I feel like with the Queen of Swords in the upright that maybe it's time to have a conversation. Maybe the Empress is feeling in the reverse because the Emperor hasn't shown up yet. Yeah, worrying, wondering. And I feel like the Emperor is about to express themselves. Something that they kept hidden is that they can't let go of you. Obsessively been thinking about you. They can't let go of you. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Pisces. I'm going to go for now, and I will be back because I'm always back. Love you guys, and I am out. Bye-bye.